What's up, guys? Welcome to Dad's That Hunt. My name's Cody. Welcome to the first ever video on the channel. I started Dad's That Hunt because I'm passionate about the outdoors, hunting, and sharing everything I've learned along the way. On this channel, you can expect to see DIY projects, product reviews, scouting tactics, and anything that'll get you guys more involved in the outdoors. Whether it's chasing elk in the mountains, or hunting Midwestern whitetails, or just trying to get the most out of your time outside, this channel is all about sharing that experience with you. I'm pumped to get things started, so leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get things started. Alright guys, today I'm checking out my very first set of Easton arrows, the Easton Axis 5mm in the 300 spline. Now just to be clear, this is going to be an unbiased review. I don't get sponsored by Easton. I went out and bought these arrows with my own money. So this is going to be a review right out of the box, my first impression. I decided to go with the Easton Axis 5mm because the reputation and the durability that these arrows have. Also, these arrows are 100% manufactured inside of the US, which is always a big win for me. I've heard a lot of great things about these Easton Axis 5mm between their penetration, their accuracy, and the toughness of the arrow, the build quality. So let's get started. I'm going to take them out of the box, and I'm going to give you guys my first initial review on what they feel like, how they look, and what I think about them. Alright guys, right away out of the box, you can tell that these arrows are built different. This 5mm micro diameter shaft, it's much thinner than what my previous hunting setup was. I'll give you a quick breakdown of the stats. This arrow is offered in multiple different spines, but what I'm going with is the 300 spine. That'll put you at a 10.7 grains per inch. They come at a stock length of around 32.5 inches. Mine are cut down from my draw length. I had these cut right from Lancaster at 27 inches. The outer diameter is a .275 diameter. The ID is a .204. And the straightness on this arrow is a .003. Easton does offer a match grade, which will get you in the .001 range, but I went with .003. They also come with this pre-installed X-Knock at the end and the hidden insert, which is their hit insert technology, which puts the insert down here and not your standard threads up at the top of the arrow. The durability of this arrow definitely stands out straight out of the box. It's solid, it feels great, and also being made in the US is a huge part of why I chose this arrow. All right, now let's talk about that hit insert, that hidden technology insert that they got. That is supposed to help with broadhead tuning and broadhead alignment with your arrow shaft. It's a little different than what I'm used to. Usually I screw it into the end of the arrow, so I'm pretty pumped to put that to the test and see how that helps these arrows fly at a longer distance, up to 60, 70, 80 yards. That'll all come to you guys in a future video when I get these tuned to my bow. Alright, now let's go on to the other end here. This X-Knock is definitely lower profile than the knocks that I was running before. I usually ran the standard knocks that were on the gold tip arrows. I'll get you on here and we can compare. So as you guys can see, that knock is definitely a lower profile knock than what I had on that I was running on my gold tip arrows. That's pretty cool. I did fit this to my bow, and this thing was snug, and it feels awesome when you snap it onto the string. These, I always had a little bit of looseness feeling to them, like they were gonna pop off my string, but these things are snug around that bowstring, and I don't think there's going to be any problems with these coming off. As you guys can also see on my existing arrows, I was running the AAE hybrid vanes, and these come factory fletched from Lancaster, and right out of the box with these 2-inch blazer vanes with a factory fletched helical to the right. That is also supposed to help broadhead tuning. So I like the blazers. I've always ran blazers in the past. I think last year was the first year I didn't. I had a little bit of flight issues, and I'm thinking that, you know, maybe just getting a little bit taller of a vane back on here will help me in my situation. But you guys tell me what you guys use for vanes. I'm interested to see what everybody's all running out there. All right, guys, I set this arrow up now with my full setup that I'm going to be using in 2025. Right up front, we're going to have the Grim Reaper Micro Hades 3-blade. That's a 125 up front. Then we got the hit insert, which is another 16 grains. The shaft at a 300 spine is going to be 10.7 grains per inch. And then we got the X knock at the end, which I believe they say these are right around 9 grains. And then you got your 2-inch blazers. This year, I'm shooting to be right around 460 to 470 grains for a total arrow weight with a 13 to 14% FOC, which is front of center, if you guys didn't know. But I'm hoping that this arrow will help with my pin gap. When I went to the heavier arrows, I had to make such large adjustments between 20, 30, and 40. So I'm going to try to get back to a smaller pin gap to where I can make more adjustments on the fly versus having to adjust my sight in the field. Obviously, every adjustment that you have to make in the field is seconds taken off your clock. Therefore, you may miss an opportunity. And you don't want to miss an opportunity because they're already hard enough to come by. All right, guys. I can tell you what I expect from this arrow is with the smaller diameter, should be less wind drift downrange. So I'm hoping this tightens up my groups downrange. Obviously, that's got a lot to do with the archer himself, but hopefully with that smaller diameter, we can put tighter groups together for you guys in the next video. Also, at 10.7 grains per inch, this is offering a real solid setup. It's got good weight throughout the arrow. It's not just all front of center like my other arrows were. There's good weight throughout here. This should give me really good penetration with that small diameter and that weight that it's going to be behind it. So let's move into some pros and cons. So the pros with this, I'm definitely expecting deeper penetration, better wind resistance. There is a considerable difference in the build construction between this and some of the arrows that I've shot in the past, like the gold tips. This is made in the US, so that's definitely a pro in my book. This has the hidden insert technology, which is awesome. I'm really hoping that helps me with my alignment and my broadheads, so that way you don't have so much deviation between your fuel points and your broadheads when trying to tune your bow. Let's move into the cons. Cons, it does have that hit insert, so it is a little bit of a special components that you need to run with this. It will be lighter than my last setup, but if you guys are looking for a real light setup, being in that 420 to 430 range, depending on your draw length, you may not get there with this arrow. You might want to check out the Easton Axis 5.0, which is offered in an 8.4 grains per inch arrow. But all in all, I'm very impressed with this arrow right out of the box. On the next video, once I get this tuned to my bow, I'm going to put some of these downrange. I'm going to bring you guys along. I really hope you like this video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you guys would want to see on this channel. And if you did like the content, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.